to it.
All
Tied
right, we'll be back to
2-2.
get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burns.
Well, he comes at hitters with the 5-pitch mix, so for him it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and brings it in at the wall. Now it's Christian Yelich.
Boog, anytime we broadcast a game with Burns pitching, we expect to see a lot of strikeouts. His ability to fool hitters, it's a real gift, man, and he generates swings and misses thanks to that filthy slider of his. The best way to hit that slider is just don't miss the fastball.
Tucker really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight.
Oh, wow. What a stop. There's one. Throw pulls him off the back.
Good play, my guy.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Burns, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Rodriguez up with it to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Ground ball right side. It's in and out of his glove. He won't get back to first in time, and he's on at first. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzano.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher.
There goes the runner. That one lifted to left. Yelich should have it. And there's one down. Now a long throw to first. At the plate, Jason Bay. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. And he'll move up to second, no problem. Should be a pass ball, and that takes away the double play. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Duran leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Cut on and miss. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Swings through that one out in front that time. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Sends it across to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Strike one.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
You're good, my guy. No worries. I'm just concentrating.
Pudge Rodriguez now at the plate. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And it stays fair. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now, Derek Jeter. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That's the third out. Back at Globe Life Field. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Wood back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Great deception with the change up there, and it's all about arm speed. If that arm speed can look just like the fastball, a lot of times you'll get that hitter to swing and miss.
And a big swing and a miss. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next,
You're gonna get another meatball. I don't know where that went.
There's the strike. No score here in the second.
0-1's the count. Ball. 1-1.
And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Yelich hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
2 out, space is empty. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back in Arlington, new inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Eggy Rosario. And that's fouled off. 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. McGonigal on the move, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now it's Brandon Lau.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Top of the third, no score. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here comes Christian Yelich. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Tucker should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's Royce Lewis. And there's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
Strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Now it's the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. Line drive and base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner takes off. Sack bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. 2 on, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter, Travis Bazzano. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. Heading for the plate. He's safe on the board first. It's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Bay stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Outside low, 1-1. And strike 2.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Shea Langoliers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1. Ball. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way high.
2-2 count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one upstairs. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Bellinger up to hit. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1.
Hey.
Bellinger on at first. Nobody out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Paul Goldschmidt now grounded out his first time. Duran makes a move towards the gap. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Fought off foul. Acuna in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. back at Globe Life Field. Now at the plate, Kyle Tucker. Rips that one to right. Puts it away for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Rodriguez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Fouled off left side. One out, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 1 so far. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Meatball.
40% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He can live up.
I'm going to throw another one down the middle. If it goes high, I'll throw it low, and maybe it'll go in the middle.
Velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Foul ball still 0-2. And down on strikes. And he's up to 8. Back in Arlington, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Pudge Rodriguez. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And now it's going to be Derek Jeter. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now here is Eggy Rosario. Flied out his first time. Swings through that.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Lau at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-1. And now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Bazana in plenty of time to first. Yelich out on the play. 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the 3rd baseman, Royce Lewis. Wood back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That is strike 2. Swing and a hard hit grounder to 3rd. And it stays fair. And it gets by him. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And he'll pull into 2nd safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Man at second. Tap foul at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now batting Jarren Duran. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Puts a bunt down. Bare hand scoop. Can't complete the play despite a great effort.
I absolutely hate that guy.
Wastes no time there. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Now they've got him in a rundown. He'll score. We are tied at 2. And they put the tag on him for the out. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Rodriguez up with it to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. And there's a foul ball. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
So digging in, Shohei Ohtani. That to right. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Jason Bay. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, these players just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them. So they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Digging in, Shea Langoliers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Got him swinging. Here's Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. Acuna on the run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Reaches out for the tag. 2 away now. So up next.
You're a bitch for that. I'm just saying.
When you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Duran makes his way towards it. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Back at Globe Life Field, here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Yelich makes the grab. One up, one down. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Yelich sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Lewis at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. There's a swing and a miss.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
And ball 1. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back in Arlington, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Eggy Rosario. Rocker back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Loud goes after that one for strike 1.
0-1.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings over the top of that one.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Tucker really on his horse for it. Makes the catch for the second out. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swings and misses. 0-2.
The count.
And that one hops the wall. One runs in. Throw into third.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And we're back. Now on the bump, Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runner on the move. Popped up. And that's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So digging in, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tying run at the plate. In the dirt, hung up in a rundown now.
2 strikes.
They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. 2 down, nobody on. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. And that will end the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and
that one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in.
well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. And he's safe at first.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled simples.
Bay snags it, and there's 1 down. And the batter now, Eggy Rosario. Backed off the plate that time.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation where he needs something on the ground.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out. Brandon Lowe will hit next. He's already homered in this game. That one fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Jason Bay. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Raisel Iglesias.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. He's 2 outs away. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Down the line. And Acuna able to make the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bunts it towards the mound. Ball game.
Well, this was a
All right, man. I'll see you later, dude.
Some timely hitting,
all right,
on the board,
guys. That's
defense in certain spots.
game 3. I mean, game 5 right here. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for everything. Up 3-2. You guys have a great night. Drop a like. Appreciate it. For all the love and support. Appreciate it.
Play ball.